Tyra Banks.
I actually got a phone call from her. It was someone that they set up the phone call first. They said, someone important is going to be calling you. So, make sure to try to get a video camera. And I'm like, where am I going to get a video camera? This is so crazy. So I had to run out to the library, get a video camera, set it up. And then of course she called. I had no idea it was going to be her though. And then next week I flew out to LA, and that's kind of how it all started.
How fun. Yeah. And that was the first cycle. You were on the very first season.
The very first, that was over 10 years ago. I made 26 amazing new girlfriends, and it was my first audition coming out to Los Angeles. And remember walking in the room and Howie's sitting there, and I wasn't really expecting
Is he really a germaphobe?
And he is definitely a germaphobe.
Did you try and shake his hand?
You know what? I tried to, and then he kind of pulled away, and he's like, oh no, you just got to do the bump. And this is like before I kind of knew all about him. And I didn't realize him and all the producers were there. And they asked me, what have you done before? And I said, well, I did Top Model. And they said, you're hired.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, that was really nice and easy. And I just came, I just literally arrived in Los Angeles like a couple weeks before. And it's the first thing I landed, and it lasted 4 years. So it gave me a great stepping stone to now start, producing this film that's coming out in June about most important animal issues happening around the world. And doing the tiger pendant and the jewelry line and World Animal News and, working on all these projects. So
we had a question earlier. What suitcase number were you on?
I was always number 11.
And did you ever have $1 million in your suitcase?
I had it probably about 11 times, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
So lucky number 11.
Number 11. Yep.
Do you think you would move into any acting at all for movies or film or anything like that?
I have. But really, my passion lies in raising awareness for animals. So I'm hoping to one day have my own show that I would host and also produce that, whether it's World Animal News or I work on a show called The Vets right now. So I'm hoping that those get picked up and that could be my full-time job along with producing more documentaries. So.
Before you started on America's Next Top Model, did you do any sort of acting or performing when you were little, or any sort of modeling at all?
Yeah, I did a lot of dancing, like a lot of dance class and ballet, and my mom would enroll me in all of these jazz classes and stuff. So yeah, I definitely started. I didn't do any theater, but I had started modeling at a very young age when I was 12. So that really kind of started in Chicago, and then branched out into Top Model, and then what I'm doing now.
Right.
So yeah, no, it's a good industry if you use it to give back. And I think that that's the key. If you have a voice in this business, it's so important to use it for the greater good. And there's not enough people doing it. So my goal is to continue this and have more people come on board, to be along the side of my foundation, Peace for Animals, and keep raising awareness for all issues that are happening. My big focus is raising awareness for endangered species. Right now, we have a tiger conservation project that we're working on in collaboration with Born Free USA. It's for the Satpura Tiger Landscape Program in India. And unfortunately, right now, there's only 3,200 tigers left in the wild because of poaching for their parts. Their pelts are sold in the black market. Their teeth, their claws, a lot of things that you guys probably might not want to hear, but it's a $10 billion industry, the black market trade of endangered species, alive and dead. And so I'm trying to raise awareness through my organization, Peace for Animals, for these issues. And we're selling these amazing tiger pendants. 20% of the proceeds goes towards tiger conservation. We've got these really cool shirts we're going to be giving away, to some of the lucky people here. And I think that, the more we raise awareness for these issues, the more we can possibly try to save these endangered species before it's too late. So, not only tigers, but rhinos, elephants, lions are going on the endangered species list this year to be protected, and people just don't know what's happening. So, I'm trying to get it out there as much as I can with my show World Animal News every Thursday, and just using social media, for the greater good.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Hidden talents? Oh my gosh! Let me see.
Throw you on America's Got Talent next.
Right. Well, I'm a fast runner. I ran track in college, and I did high jump randomly. So that was fun. I did it for about 2 years at college in Wisconsin. So yeah, I would say, and I like to run outside. So that's what, I don't run track anymore, but I have my own pace now outside with my dogs. I run my huskies every morning, and
You've got huskies.
Yes. I've got 10 animals right now that we've rescued.
What animals do you have?
Wow. What don't we have?
First, what sparked your interest with the animals? When was that?
I don't know. It was a calling. I really believe that it was a gift from God at a very young age. I always knew that I was going to be working with animals. I just didn't know in what capacity. So I was either going to be a zoologist, veterinarian, and then I went down the entertainment route, and I said, well, how can I use this, to really spark my interest with animals and maybe start my own foundation. So
And now you've got 10.
5 years old, I started rescuing with my mom, and we would bottle feed kittens. We would, and it really starts in your own backyard. You know, we would rescue little baby birds and rehabilitate them and re-release them. We would rescue pretty much everything. Squirrels, I mean, you name it, raccoons, and everyone thought we were crazy. But no, it was definitely a passion that my mom instilled in me at a very young age.
Do all your animals get along?
Oh my gosh, sometimes the husky, stirs up some trouble, but he's only 2, so huskies have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
He's like part wolf. His name is Wolfie, so there you go. And we have the bird. We have actually 2 doves that we rescued. We found them on the side of the road in West Hollywood. And now they're having babies. So now we've got like all these eggs, and they're not hatching. Don't know what to do. So we have them in a separate room, and then we rescued 12 kittens, and we bottle fed them, and then we kept 1. So now we've got 2 from another litter, 1 from the 12, and then we're always taking in animals nonstop. We're like, I can't go to the shelter because then I know that I'll grab them
Right.
from the shelter. And my husband told me not to bring any animals home. So, yeah.